Hey everyone, welcome to After Sunset Sunday. I do apologize, the camera or the microphone was not working for the intro music I was going to play tonight. So how you guys doing? Please feel free to check in the chat for me. I greatly appreciate it, and I have got a super chat goal started, so you guys should be started. So you guys should see that. Let me make sure that it's going. There we go. That should be working. All right. So if you're not new to my channel, I'm Tammy. I'm the Siberian Wind, and I'm glad to have you here. Tonight we are going to not work on 365. I needed a little bit of a break. And I wanted to get something done. So we are working on a project. You guys have not seen me get to this far. Today is also National Puppy Day. So I have the camera set up to hopefully catch the puppy doing something other than just standing in the way of the camera. I see Rita's in the chat. Patricia's here, Joyce, and Judy. Thank you so much for checking in. I appreciate every last one of you. And I'm going to toss a treat, and hopefully the puppy will get settled. We'll see. We'll see if he catches up. Welcome in, Linda. Oh, it's buffering for you. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. It might. I don't know if I'm going to have issues tonight. We're going to see. This is the first stream completely on the new service after I had to get a new modem, like a whole bunch of things. So, yeah. Please let me know if it keeps buffering or if we keep having issues. Definitely just let me know. So welcome in, Pam. Glad you're here. She says hi, Tammy. You apparently can see at least a little bit of what's going on. I can't see anything. I am completely flying blind. Maybe my internet just caught up. We're gonna see. Okay, now it says that the stream is excellent. Okay, a whole bunch of chatters came in. Thank you so much. Thank you. And now my computer is catching up. I see Ray Ann has joined the chat. Thank you. I've also got Rita in here if you weren't here before. Jess is here now as well. Kathy has faith. Thank you for joining into the chat tonight. And yeah, it says that I froze. Yeah. Oh my goodness. It's been buffering the whole time, says Rita. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we are going to have a fit tonight. Welcome in, Mona. Glad you are here. I do not know. It's still buffering and freezing. Yeah, it's not even showing me that I have enough data broadcasting out. We're going to see if I can get any of this going. Okay, so it now says it's going to stop and oh my goodness. It says it's going to end shortly unless I restart it. And then it says that I'm not receiving enough video. We're going to see what happens. Guys. This is definitely some crazy stuff. I am so sorry. Welcome in, Katie. Glad you are here. Judy says I keep freezing. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm picking up as well. Oh my goodness, let me see, because there's no other way to run that. You know what? Let me run this. Hang on just a second, guys. I apologize in advance. I'm stepping in front of a camera. I'm going to run a cable. All right, we are going to see if that will fix it. So I do apologize about the delay, guys. Hi, Terry. Glad to see you here. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's see if this is working better. You guys tell me. I now have it wired, a wired in connection. Hi doggy. Yes. He should be on his bed, but he's not. Let me make an adjustment real quick, and I will put him where you guys can actually see him. Let's see. All right. As he is, of course, doing what he always does on my channel while I am busy. He is just laying there grooming. Is better now. Awesome. Yes, I am back, Rita. Thank you so much. Yes. Guys, you are awesome. Thank you so much. So apparently my problems are not over, and I'm going to have to wire a connection. If you guys can see this blue wire that's moving, I have literally had to wire a connection. So it is one of those weekends. And I just had the technician out here on Friday, I believe. Welcome in, Melina. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Now I can actually get back to sewing. Imagine that, guys. Imagine that. Yeah, Linda, thank you so much. She said, whatever you did worked for me. And Rayanne says, I think it's working better. Yeah, I physically plugged in the connection. I actually had the technician out here on... it was Thursday. I had the technician out here on Thursday, and had them fixing everything, and now it's already having issues again. So we are not done with the internet woes here at the Siberian Wind. So how are you guys doing? Welcome in, Cynthia. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. Oh, you know what? Now that we've got a working internet connection and I don't have to worry about it crashing on me quite so hard, the project that I'm working on right now, if somebody wants to do exclamation sparkle, that is the pattern that I'm working on tonight. We are finally putting this together. It has taken me literally months to trim all of this and get it going. It has taken a lot of work. It took me laying everything out in the kitchen floor so that I could make sure that I didn't have things side by side and looking kind of funky. And I've been having to use my seam ripper today. There's another thing that I'll have to seam rip once we get this all put together. Thank you, Judy. I appreciate it. And Rita got it too. Yep. So Naiva's gonna list it twice. That's okay. That's okay. So guys, that is the pattern that I am putting together. And then the one, if you guys want it, the fabrics that I'm using in this, if you do Sparkle Fab, so exclamation Sparkle Fab, just F-A-B, that is going to give you the link for the fabrics that are included in this quilt kit. I bought this kit back in 2017 at Paducah in April or so of 2017. Oh, they're not friendship stars, Rita. They're not friendship stars at all. So if you guys can see what I've got right here, this is quarter square triangles in here. And then we have all of these monstrosities that were template cut. No spaces, Judy. And then you go, oh, did it catch it? Oh no, just got the sparkle. Yeah, I do it without the space in it, and that will catch it. Thank you so much for that, Judy. I appreciate it. But yeah, this is, you guys, back, gosh, when was it? June or July last year, I pulled out a whole bunch of fabric a whole bunch of kits, and I gave you guys the option to choose which one I did. And this is one that my husband picked out. I sent him pictures from Paducah, so I sent pictures home. I was like, "Which one do you like? Which ones do you like?" And this is the ones he picked up. There you go, perfect, Judy. Thank you. This is one of the ones he picked out, and I just haven't worked on it. I had not worked on it at all since I bought it. I had no idea that it was template cut. Guys, no idea whatsoever. Oh my gosh. Somebody is tired. He has been so busy today. This is the face of a sleepy dog. Welcome in, it's Kennedy. She says dog cam is awesome. Yes, thank you. And if you guys want me to do dog cam on the regular, I will do it. We will absolutely have dog cam going. I do not mind. Rita says, Tammy, sorry, my eyes are not adjusting right. They look tiny blurry, or like tiny blurry friendship stars. They kind of do. You're not wrong. Especially with the way that the pattern was printed. I didn't know really until I got into the pattern that it wasn't I didn't know how it was going to go. I had no idea. No idea whatsoever. And, but I got this laid out, oh gosh, a few days ago. 4 or 5 days ago, something like that. It's been a few days. It's been a hot minute. And I decided today that I was going to work on it. I started quilting on the quilt on my frame, and it just was not what I wanted to do today. So I put that off to the side and pulled this out, and this is what I've been working on all day. He is not sleeping, has a job like mine of being professional carpet layers. Oh, don't tell him that. He takes his jobs very seriously. He takes his job so seriously. And all I would have to do to get his attention is say the T word, and he would be up in a heartbeat. The little face thing that you see next to him is a little tortilla chip toy. And it goes, I don't know, I think my husband bought a taco, like a nesting toy that looks like a taco, and it came with the tortilla chips inside it. I think that's where it came from. He's got like 3 of the tortilla chips. Oh, there he goes. He's awake now. He's moving. All right, we're going to move to watch him as he's going to look at me for a minute like I've lost my mind. There we go. All right. That's where he normally stays most of the time, guys. Welcome in, Patty. She says, hello, Tammy and roomies. That is exactly the attitude I want you to take. We are all roomies here. Absolutely. Sometimes he greets her friends. He keeps her social. He does greet my friends. If I tell him, do you want to go see some friends? Oh, he's up. He is absolutely up. He knows I'm not talking to him at the moment. But if he thought for a minute that I was talking to him, he would be up. All right. So I'm going to, I still have my next row connected. Okay. So this is a row of 2. I just joined all of these rows in rows of 2. One of them has a 3rd row on it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the next one and I'm going to cut it loose. And I'm going to see which way this goes. I think it's going to go, yep, that's exactly where it's going to go. It's going to go here. Oh, you guys can't see it. Okay. It's going to go here. And this one's going to open up and go on top. So now I can clip this thread and we can sew it on top. So we are making really fast work of this. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to move puppy cam. I set puppy cam down on fabric. So have you guys been celebrating National Puppy Day? Is it National Puppy Day or World Puppy Day? I can't remember. It's one or the other. It's puppy day. Whatever it is, it's puppy day. So today is the day to celebrate with a puppy. Whatever kind of puppy celebration you want to have, even if it's a stuffed one, you celebrate with a puppy. Let's see. Service dogs are so much different. They act more human than dog. They do. And there's a lot of times that everybody thinks he's a toddler because oh my gosh, he can be so bouncy. He can be so bouncy. Okay, so I got a question for you guys. And you can answer honestly. You can answer as honestly as you would like. If you were going, hey, Susan, welcome in. Glad you're here. Thank you for checking in the chat. And in case it buffered earlier, I do have a super chat goal going, guys. Every super chat gets you a raffle ticket for the April 8th giveaways. So you do not have to enter, but a super chat gives you you don't have to be present to win raffle ticket. So if you guys do want to do that, it is open. So that way you guys can, but you're not under any obligation, okay? Welcome in, Zaza. Welcome. She says hi to me and everyone. I'm glad you're here. All right. So I'm going. Let's see. I think every day should be puppy, dog, kitten, cat day. Yes, right. Welcome in, William. Glad you're here. Yeah. So when I realized that I was marrying into a family that had cat allergies, I found a new home for my cats, found good homes for them. Didn't just, toss them out. I found good homes for them. And I told the people I was moving in with, I was like, okay, you're going to teach me how to have a dog because I'd never had a dog before. And they're like, why? I said, because I can't go without, oh, you're watching Tiffany. I missed her tonight. I will have to watch her on replay. I was watching her string explosion earlier today, and I have missed being able to watch her, so it was nice to be able to go back and catch one. But what was I gonna say? It was something about, I don't know what it was about. Okay, dear, I have forgotten. I am getting to the age where I am forgetting. Okay, so if you have the opportunity to go to an all-day sew and you sign up and you don't know what the project is going to be, if you see what the project's going to be and you're not really enthusiastic about it, do you sew that project or do you sew a different project? Oh, I was talking about dogs. Yes. Okay, so I told them, welcome in, Laura. You're not late. I started early. Well, you're a little late, but that's okay. You're not actually late. You're still here for the fun. You're still here for the fun. So yeah, I told them, I was like, you're gonna have to teach me how to have a dog. Because I was like, I have to have an animal to pet. Oh no, Susan, so sad. She said her brother's dog Lucy passed away yesterday evening. I'm so sorry. My heart goes out to him. Goodness, great goodness. Ugh. Send him lots of love. Yeah, on how to have a dog. Yeah, right? So, welcome in, Shelby. I am jumping tonight, guys. You'll have to just bear with me. I have not nearly had enough caffeine today. And I am coming off of, I slept for hours yesterday. I have not been feeling the greatest. And I went and did a whole bunch of stuff. I say you go and sew what you want to sew, like clothes covers. Good try. It's Kennedy. I'm not sewing clothes covers, but yeah, I will be sewing what I want to sew. If you're going to like a retreat, if you don't like what they're sewing, do you bring your own project and work on that instead? Like, do you ask permission? Do you just go, really don't want to work on that, and bring a backup just in case? Or do you You know, what do you do? What do you do, right? Let me see where I put it. Did I put it there? No. Yes, there we go. All right. This is what I did yesterday, guys. Um, I taught some kids how to make t-shirt yarn, and at one point I realized that welcome in, Jennifer. I realized that I didn't really have anything to do with my t-shirt yarn once I made it. So I just started playing with my hands. I think it's crochet. Don't get me wrong. My hands really hurt. So I don't know what I actually did with this. Like, I think I was going to start like a rug or something. But I was more goofing off. So I think I might be crocheting. I don't know. I think. I think it might be crochet. I don't know. But I taught some kids how to make t-shirt yarn. One was so excited she cut into 2 more shirts because she was so excited she wanted to make more t-shirt yarn. She was so excited. She loved the process. Rita says that she would ask permission and bring a backup just in case. Yes. And guys, if I did not say hi to you, I do apologize. I did say hi to everybody's name that I've seen. My internet was buffering at the very beginning of the live. So if you think I missed you, it was because the internet cut out, not because I actually missed you. Kathy says she would ask and bring a backup. I am bringing a different project. Zaza says she had mentioned she wanted to bring a different project. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. I can use that t-shirt yarn and get one of those larger peg looms. Oh, you know what? I have it one of those knitting machine things. Those like sit on the table. Danny was using one the other night over at. Yes, I have the pup cam going. And of course, he's sitting there grooming his paw. This is what he does that annoys me, guys. the constant licking. That is what he does. So when I keep fussing at him during a live, that's what he's doing. Oh, wait. You went to a car show with your hubby, exhausted, was in charge of selling 50/50 raffle tickets, and your poop now. I bet. Laura, did you buy tickets too? You're so lucky. Says it's Kendi, right? Right. Oh, he settled. Oh, guys, this is the face that I see. I'm going to have to move the camera for you guys to see it the way that I see it. Now, I see it from on the other side of this white post that you guys see. But he is literally staring at me. That is his staring at me face, guys. Right, Rita? Yes, I can't handle that noise either. I am never putting the microphone on that camera. We didn't win, but I made $680 for the club. That's fantastic. That was a great fundraiser. That was a great fundraiser. And if I don't get to sewing, I won't get this done. Yeah, so when he's doing all that licking that he was doing, guys, that is the noise I cannot stand. I'm just super, like, in tune to it. But yeah, he does this. And he doesn't even know that I have what I have over here. He doesn't know I have a whole bunch of those. Let's see, a face that says I am innocent. Right? He tries. He tries so hard. You know, I guess I need to just do like pup cam all the time because he's an instant celebrity. He's a very handsome chap. I have a soft spot for labs. It's what I had growing up. My next service dog will not be a lab. I have already decided it's not going to be a lab. I've got a couple of dog breeds in mind, but it is not going to be a lab. I need a bigger dog, and by the time that I find a bigger sized lab, I'm not getting a Great Dane. I just got yelled at from the other room. I ought to get a Great Dane. But he gets his Great Dane before I get one. So I think he thinks if if I get a Great Dane for my next dog, that he gets to go ahead and get his dog at the same time. Which, 2 puppies at the same time, no, I'm not doing it. I think he'd maybe saying, please don't leave me. Oh, hey, Kathy, he says everything. He says everything. Hey, puppy, your mom has goodies, right? Oh, let's see. Laura says there are only 50 cars at the show, tripled the money from last year with twice as many cars. My husband supports my habit, so I support his. Oh, fantastic. Cynthia says that she would love a Great Dane. I would love one, so don't get me wrong. It's not that I don't want a Great Dane. It's that out of respect for my husband, who really, really wants to get another Great Dane, he gets to get his Great Dane before I get one. So we can't afford 2 puppies at the same time. Puppies are expensive. So the next dog that we get will be my next service dog. And then as soon as he's like a year old, then we can start looking at a Great Dane puppy. So we're looking, it's 4 years before I need the next dog to be working. So we're kind of like on that timeline starting to look now, just to kind of keep our eyes out for where we're going to have the best luck finding the breeds that I'm looking at. Let's see. Laura, that's the same with us. It's why I end up helping at sailing club events and how you'll see my husband with me at quilt shows, right, Zaza? They are big, Kathy. So Great Danes are big enough to be what I need. But they may be a little too big. And I want something with a little bit longer lifespan than a Great Dane. The lifespan of a Great Dane is shorter than a lab. The bigger the dog, the shorter the lifespan is the general rule. And if you go as big as a Great Dane, the working lifetime is also shortened. So that's my other challenge with getting a Dane. I think all the service dogs I've had over the years, my last service dog as an Akita Wolf Cross was the ultimate best, right? I mean, it's amazing how some of the unusual breeds are the best for service work too. Laura says, oh, Tammy, we had a Great Dane and he was the best. The sad part is they don't live long enough. Our Cadillac Jack was a Harlequin and died of old age at 7. Yeah, this guy is 6. So I do not have it in me to train a dog for just 2, maybe 3 years of working life. That is just not in the cards for me. That's just spending all of my life training, and I need to be able to quilt. Like when I get the service dog puppy or the puppy I'm going to train, a lot of my time is going to be taken up by the dog. It's my YouTube schedule, all that will change a little bit too. Welcome in, Nancy. Let's see. Zaza says the only problems with Great Danes is they don't live very long, right? It's good you have hubbies that support you, Laura and Zaza, right? Mine does too. Mine is very supportive, even though he yells at me from the other room. He very much supports my quilting habit, and I very much support his baseball habit and all these other habits he's got. Larger dogs have issues with hip dysplasia. They do, Rita. And so this guy was tested when he was a puppy. I think I had to have him tested at 1 year. I think that was the standard for labs. So he was tested it was either 1 year or 2. Maybe it was 2. But he had to be tested for hip dysplasia and all of that. Thank you, Nancy. She says, don't forget to give thumbs up. Thank you so much. I do forget about that sometimes. So thank you. Let's see. Hybrid I got when she was 10 months, lived to be 22. Yeah, I am looking my next breed. I am hoping to find a Great Pyrenees. Between the balance of size and lifespan and overall desire to work, I think that's going to be a good mix for me. I do not mind having a dog with long hair. I do want a dog that doesn't mind the cold weather, obviously. I do live in Wyoming and we get enough snow. And, so the long hair doesn't bother me. I just want a dog that will be trainable, and I know I'm going to have to get it as a puppy, and I will temperament test before I get one. So I got a lot planned for it, but, it's a process. Laura says, when Jack passed, I was heartbroken. He was really the best. My kiddos used him as a pillow. I'll bet. Oh, thank you, Joyce. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Joyce has started the challenge, guys. She has started the super chat. She has gotten another raffle ticket for the April 8th giveaways, guys. Thank you, thank you. Linda says that her dog is half Nova Scotia duck toller and half lab. He's supposed to be a medium-sized dog and is topped out at 146 pounds, but I love all of him. Yeah, this guy, he is 65 pounds at max. He's no bigger than that. I really would have liked a bigger dog. Welcome in. Thank you, Laura. Laura has now won a don't have to be present to win super chat. So she has a raffle ticket for April 8th, guys. Let's see. Rita, thanks to the designer of mongrels. That's a thing of the past. Intensive breeding has really impacted on dogs' lifespans. It has. Absolutely has. There is no mistaking it. It's, we supposedly are making dogs better, but, some breedings are probably not the wisest choices. Let's see. Larger breeds don't live very long. Yes. Difficult time with loss. Agreed. Great Pyrenees is a great choice. Thank you. Oh, Zaza, you now have another raffle ticket. So you do not have to be present to win on April 8th. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zaza, where are you located, by the way, if you don't mind me asking? Let's see. Laura, I'm the same. Oh, small lap, right? Friend has a German Shepherd Collie mixed service dog. His name is Max, and he's such a great service dog for her. My friend is nearly completely blind, and Max is a great help to her. Now, if I were blind and I needed guide assistance, I'm not sure that I would have the skill set to train my own dog. So for what I need, I can train my own dog. Okay, that's fine. I did all paladins training. Hi, Jacqueline, glad you're here. Oh, you're in Scotland. Oh, thank you, Zaza. Awesome. Welcome, Susan. You now have a raffle ticket, and so do you, Kathy. Thank you so much. You guys do not have to be present to win on April 8th for the raffle ticket drawings. So that will go in, and yay! I'm so excited, you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, that will definitely help a lot. You guys do not have to be present to win. I will track you down. One way or the other, I will track you down. I kind of feel like I should find that Liam Neeson clip from I Have a Special Set of Skills. Welcome in, Susie. Glad you're here. She says hello. Yeah, I feel like I need that Liam Nielsen or however you say his name. I think I need his little quote. I have a special set of skills, and I will find you, and you just need to worry about when I will find you. But I will find you. I will find you one way or the other. Laura says that she has 6 dogs. They're of many different sizes and breeds, from 3 pounds to about 55. If there are any takers, please let me know. No, I don't need any more dogs until I get my next one to train. We're gonna see what I started. Right, Joyce? I agree. You were fantastic in starting it. Thank you. I'm trying to find a cuddler for a service dog. I like that. So my best cuddling dog of all of my dogs, I didn't get to keep him very long. He was my second service dog. He was a Lab American Bulldog mix. And guys, at 20 months, he was 75 pounds. He was built. Like, I mean, bulldog face, like the whole blocky face, looked fierce and ferocious. He was the biggest teddy bear in the world. I loved that dog. Oh, I loved him. I would love to have a cuddler dog, but I will take a solid work versus a cuddler if that's what I have to do. You know what I mean? If I can find a Pyrenees that wants to cuddle, then so be it. Absolutely. Paladin is not a cuddler with me. He will go cuddle with my husband, but he doesn't cuddle with me. And I kind of have to take that as a trade-off. It is what it is. He does exactly what I need him to do. He's always listening and paying attention to me. But he's not a cuddle dog. He just never is. Never has been. Even as a puppy, he was not interested in cuddling with me. He's not interested in cuddling with anybody. Welcome in, Judy. She has 2 labs and a husky, and you went interested in taking a healthy back-talking husky. I would absolutely love to take a husky, but I need a working dog first. And huskies have too much of a mind of their own. I'd have to find the right temperament. Let's see. Laura, I have my hands full with 2 geriatric basset hounds, says Zaza. Laura says, sometimes it is a lot. Yeah, agreed. 6 dogs is a lot. I mean, 1 is enough right now. 5 smallest is 10 pounds, biggest is 165, and he's still growing. Oh my goodness. I would love to have a dog that's that large. My next dog might be. Huskies do love to talk. You're right, Kathy. She says huskies love to talk, Judy. I have had a husky. That's actually how I got my my channel name. The Siberian Wind came because I had a husky. Absolutely loved that dog. That was my first dog. That was the dog we got to teach me how to have a dog. Huskies are the most cat-like dogs in the world. They are fantastic if you're transitioning from a cat to a dog. It's a cat in dog form. It's a cat with all the bad breath and the massive amounts of fur. Oh, I am thankfully it's been, gosh, we had to put him down in 2017, and I'm just now not finding any more husky fur. It's taken that long. Laura says their Great Dane was super scary, but only because of his size. He was 175 pounds, taller than my 6'5" husband, and his hind legs right. You have no cuddle dogs. Nope. Oh, they are a bit slobbery. Any bully breed, and a Dane is a bully breed. Any Dane is going to be slobbery. Great Pyrenees is a lot of work and just a constant grooming, and the house is full of hair as well. I had a friend who had one. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm not shocked, and I'm not shy about it either, Terry. I miss my husky, but I do remember how much fur there was everywhere all the time. I'm better equipped now in things that I can access and things that are accessible for me to be able to manage that. It's not perfect, and there will be times that it gets to be too much, but I have a few better things now than what I did back when I had my husky. So that'll help. Pup weighs 18 pounds and thinks she's a boss of the house. Oh, they always are when they're tiny. The tiny ones are always more bossy. Not into the slobbery part, right, Kathy? I understand that. What kind of puppy, Joyce, is what Kathy is asking. Bassets are very cat-like. They can hold a grudge like no other dog breed and will punish you if you displease them. Oh, where's Jess when you need one? You know Jess has one, right? I think hers is I don't know. Is hers a basset or a beagle? I can't remember. I think hers is a basset. My friend raises Dane. She has many. Have to duck when they get ready to shake their heads. Oh, that I agree. That I understand. Not sure what she is, says Joyce. She's a mix. Our Dane used to rest his chin on the counter. We called it jowl juice and had plenty of Clorox wipes on hand. Oh. Yeah, the thing with getting a Dane is my husband would be so attached to that dog. I would not be able to train that dog to work for me because there would be so much love. So much love. Hers is a Basset. It's just baby. Okay. That's what I thought it was. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure though. I remember a lot of things, but I don't always remember when there's something that could be close. Susie says she has an Aussie Husky cross scheduled for both ACLs repaired this week. Ouch. Goodness, goodness, goodness. I hope that surgery goes well. Shelby's all caught up now. You can always come out the hair on the Pyrenees and get a spinning wheel. I agree, Linda. Absolutely agree. So I do know that that's going to be like a big deal, but you know, that's what planning and scheduling is for. And I'm a little bit in a better place now to do that than I was when I got Paladin. When I got him, I really wasn't in a good place to be able to do all that. What are the decorations behind you? With the letters on them? It is Happy Easter. It is Happy Easter. The E is a little covered up by my by the puppy cam. But it is Happy Easter. Thank you for asking, Jackie. My husband will be super excited to know. Let's see. Ducks lover and sand dries like concrete. Not ideal when you live near the beach. Oh, no. I thankfully do not live near the beach. My nephew Alex, his wife Ashley have a gorgeous husky named Winston. Our husky was named Panda, but what we commonly called him was Panda Bear. He was a bear. He was a pup. He was a fluffy bear. Let's see, where am I at? Oh my goodness. Oh, dries like concrete. Okay. I misread that, but yeah, it does. Shih Tzu is a little he's bossy when he's ready to go to bed, or his crate. He gets more vocal the older he gets. I call him Grumpy Old Man. I remember that. Got to see him on the retreat. Speaking of retreat, guys, the next retreat is coming up April 26th and 27th. We are going to have a blast. I will have the signups ready closer to the beginning of April. So starting April 1st, we will start having the signups available. So you guys can sign up for the retreat. The retreat is April 26th and 27th. I may even open it up for that Friday. We're going to see what else I have on my schedule by then, just to make sure I don't have conflicts. But if I can open it up for Friday too, I will open it up for Friday. And we will just have a good weekend. And it's a Zoom retreat, so you don't have to get dressed up and travel or anything. And I apologize, guys. He is grooming again. Let's see. Danes are super protective, loyal, and incredibly smart. Ours was easy to train. Yeah, Pyrenees are bred to be protective. So I know that that's going to be something I'm going to have to overcome with his training, because service dogs cannot be protective. So we're going to have to see. That's going to be one of the plans. Jennifer says we had Pyrenees for our farm, and there was a white fur all over the field. Well, that's the good place to have the fur, is all over the field, not in the house, right? A little bit better there. Oh, you're welcome, Susie. She says, thank you for all the good wishes. Hoping she'll be able to walk without pain. All right. So we got his attention. Zoom retreat, have fun. Yes, Rita. You need to join. Oh, you're fine, Jackie. Let's see. Shelby says, I like German Shepherds, Huskies, Elkhounds, Akitas, and similar dogs. Not a fan of Labradors or bigger dogs, too slobbery. I would love... Okay, I'm not a huge fan of German Shepherds, but I would take a non-black and brown German Shepherd. I actually have a fear of black and brown dogs. If they are just black and brown, I actually am scared of them. And I do have a fear of small dogs. So, I temper my small dog fear pretty well, but my black and brown dog fear is still there. So I will not get myself a service dog that is black and brown because I will be absolutely scared of my own dog, and that's not a cool place to be. Laura says that her husband is partial to collies and border collies, and we currently have 2 an Australian Shepherd, all working dogs. Yeah, when you get a whole bunch of working dogs together, they all want to work, and it can be a challenge too. Hugo never barked as a puppy. We thought he was mute since he lost all hearing last year. He hasn't shut up. He talks non-stop. Okay, so Paladin did not bark until he was where my husband heard him. Let's put it that way, because I'd heard him before. But Paladin did not bark until he was about 9 months old. That was the first time my husband ever heard him bark, and he barked one bark because he was frustrated at me. And he did it in this hotel lobby. Welcome in, Nanette! Yay! She says, I made it to the live. Good evening to all. Good evening to you. I did get your message. I will look at it in a little bit. Rayanne says that she's got a pug. He isn't very snuggly, but he doesn't like for me to be out of his sight. He was a rescue dog. He is such a sweet dog. I know. I've seen pictures. He's so precious. So precious. There's a fine line for protection when it comes to service dogs, and do not want anyone to be able to walk up and feed any of them. Yeah, there's a difference between protection and wary. Paladin is wary, and he will bark. He will bark if he doesn't know you, and you're kind of hovering in his space. Or if you're hovering at the door, he will definitely bark for that. My pug is small and brown and black, right? I guess that's why I haven't invited myself over. No, I'm just kidding. Yorkie Poo is the same, Zaza. No barking until she went deaf and low vision. What are your thoughts on golden retrievers? Golden retrievers are fabulous dogs. To me, they just don't speak to me. They just don't. They're gorgeous dogs. They're beautiful. They're lovable. Everybody loves golden retrievers. But when you go into a store, and he gets a little bit of it, but he's... I see you looking at me. Are you looking at me? Yeah, you're looking at me. Settle, please. No, sir. Settle. So, this is what I'm getting, guys. Oh my gosh. He will... Let me move this back. That way you guys can see him whenever he decides to finally lay down. But he will bark while he's backing up. He is not super friendly to people, and he will keep his distance unless you're a friend. If you're a friend, forget it. He is like all up in your hair. Joy says that she had a white German Shepherd, best dog I ever had. So my first service dog's best friend was a white German Shepherd. Oh, I froze. Oh no, Rita. Oh my gosh. Guys, am I still freezing? Please let me know. Please let me know. We heard to park and sleep, yeah. So the German Shepherd, the white German Shepherd, that my friend had, her name was Queen, and if Queen did not like you, you could not approach her. Like, she wouldn't be mean, at least not out in public. She wouldn't be mean, but you could not approach her if she didn't want you to. Like, she was very much all on her own. And Nancy says, okay, it's not freezing for her. Okay, perfect. Thank you. And then it's not now. Okay, good deal. Good deal. Uh, Nanette has 4 border collies. Oh my goodness. I bet they are a mess. I bet they are a mess. I believe that dogs are late to the energy in the home. Our dogs are pretty relaxed, but if a stranger comes to the door, the barks are super scary. They know my sis and do make a sound when she's here. Yeah. Um, I Paladin will let people in to the apartment if we let them in. But he'll, of course, bark an alert that, somebody knocked on the door, something like that, or rang the doorbell. He'll bark. But if he doesn't get a good vibe, he will growl. Like, he won't do anything, but he will growl. You will know he's not happy. He has his moments. They herd our cows. Oh, they're good workers then. Good workers then. Let's see, dogs were quite chill with people in the house until I was ill. Had to kick them away when the doctors and district nurses were coming in. They became super protective. I bet. So I had to train him to be able to let first responders and emergency workers be able to touch me and deal with me or whatever. So, like, I had to teach him that was okay. And that was not easy. It was not easy. But he realized they were helping me and not hurting me. So, it wasn't as big of a deal. He's been to the ER several times with me. Let's see. Where am I at? Okay, Rita says, I had this tiny little dog that I named Roxy, full grown. She weighed a big 1 3/4 pounds. Never barked unless someone she did not like tried to touch her. Then look out, she became... I bet. So Paladin does not like children. So as I'm teaching these classes to kids, I'm having to keep him... Oh, good night, Linda. Thank you for being here. Oh, yes. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Also great alarms, right? Oh, yeah. Border Collies can be very good alarm systems. They are high-strung enough, they don't want to rest. Like, they rest when they are exhausted. I'm buffering again. Oh, my goodness. I don't know what the deal is. See if... Oh, okay. Message retracted. Okay, so I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Oh, welcome in, Pat. Glad you are here. She says this is her second visit to me. My husband loved German Shepherds for most of life we had them. Slowly we ended up with mixed breeds. One was when our son moved. Awesome. So Bones, my first service dog. I'm not buffering for you, says Nina. Okay, perfect. Thank you. It's not here. Okay. So YouTube has been doing crazy stuff. I was buffering, but it might have been your laptop, says Susan. Okay, perfect. Okay, yeah. I don't know. My internet started it all, guys. It's my internet's fault. We're going to blame my internet company. I'm not really happy with them. So we're going to blame my internet company. I may talk to them and see what I can get set up so that we don't continue to have this problem, because it is a problem. It is a huge problem. I can't believe we're already an hour in almost. I thought I'd be a lot further along. I guess that's what happens when I'm chatty. I chat and I don't sew. So this... I haven't had any buffering issues, says Laura. Awesome. We are wandering back off. Not trying to make you guys sick, I promise. We gotta figure out I need like one of those mirror cameras, like the fish eyes that see like a whole bunch of ranges. because he likes to move like that. He does this the entire time I'm online. This is his normal. This is his normal. Let's see. Now we're already. Yes. When the lives time flies, right? So, this upcoming Saturday, I am going to retreat. And it's a day retreat. So, no like packing and overnight or whatever. And then, what do I have? We've got Tuesday, we've got Thursday, then I'll have the retreat on Saturday, and then I'll be back on Sunday. Oh, I scheduled something, guys. So the Friday before the retreat. Welcome in, Teresa Louise. Glad you are here. She says, hey, Tammy. Everybody wave to Teresa. Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it. Let's see. So on the 26th and 27th, that's our official retreat. What I am looking at doing is on the 25th is when I'm going to issue out the April free pattern. Now, with that being said, the April free pattern, if you want to do it, requires quite a bit of advanced cutting. Yes, today is National or World or something Puppy Day. Today is Puppy Day. And I don't, you know what? Let me grab my calendar. Let's see what exactly the calendar says. Because I do have it here. Let's see. Today is officially National Puppy Day. So it is national. It's not international, but it is national. So it is all of United States. At least my puppy isn't using one of the cats as a pillow or another can is using the dog as a pillow. They all have lost their minds. You're so funny. No, he won't do that. He won't do that. I don't have a cat, though, so he really can't. Sounds like fun, Rita, right? All right, so woohoo. We are now going to put rows of 4 together. So we are starting to get there. We're starting to get there. Okay, this is the first one. Yes, this is the first one. You guys see the pattern starting to emerge? And this is the second one. So this is what we're putting together. And I haven't pressed any of this. So I'm nesting seams as I go. So, and these are sideways. These are the rows. So they're going to go like this. Quite literally, it's going to go like this. This is Sparkle. Judy or somebody, whoever wants to, do exclamation sparkle in the chat, please. And Nightbot will drop the link in for us. And that will give you a link to the pattern. It came as a kit. And Sparkle Fab. Oh, you should have had Willa, right, Teresa? You absolutely should have. I wasn't thinking earlier. It was my bad. Because I was over there in your chat too. It was my bad. But exclamation sparkle in the chat. Whoever wants to put it in there. There we go. Somebody already got it. That is the link to the pattern. Now, with that being said, Sparkle Fab, so exclamation Sparkle Fab, gives a link to the fabrics that are in this quilt. These are Juniper Berry by Moda. From what I can see, it's going to be beautiful like everything you do. Oh, thank you, Laura. You are so sweet. You obviously cannot see all the problems in it so far. There's quite a few problems. There is one that I'm going to have to seam rip. So this point right here should be pointing down instead of pointing towards that piece. So I will have to fix that. But I already knew that I was going to have to do that one. That's among other issues, but you know, it is what it is. And this one, I've kind of already decided how I'm going to quilt it just because of some of the problems I know that's in it. I want to very heavily quilt it. So I kind of have an idea of what I want to do already. I think I'm going to do cross hatching on a diagonal. And I'm going to make it 1 inch apart. Like it's going to be super tiny. So it's going to be heavily quilted. Just so that I don't have any of it falling apart later. Because I'm super worried about it falling apart. So this one's going to be a challenge. It's going to take a lot of quilting. Susan says that she finished the clamshell hand quilting yesterday on our dancing tulips quilt. Need to quilt around the cornerstone and then sew the binding on. Oh, fantastic. Yep, so Puppy is now licking again. If we can't see them, no need to point them out. Just go with the fact that it looks beautiful all of us. It will look beautiful when I get it completely done. It will look beautiful then. That's what I'm going to go with. Oh. Teresa says, Laura, I'm sorry I forgot to ask Katie your question. Were you able to ask her? Like Greenland Quilter, Katie, is that what we're talking about? Because she's not in the chat tonight, so we can't ask her here. Sounds beautiful, Susan. Is it your own pattern? Very good question, Kathy. Is it your own pattern, Susan? Susan does a lot of hand quilting. I'm incredibly jealous. If I could afford to pay her to hand quilt one of my quilts, I know exactly which one I would have her do, but I can't afford it. She is worth every penny. I can't afford that though. Oh my goodness, Puppy. Could you stop, please? Sir? Yeah. You guys see him. Alright, now he's distracted because now he knows that there's a treat somewhere. And it bounced off of him. And now he's going looking. Oh, he found it, I think. That tail movement. You can always tell when he's found something. Oh, yesterday on her live. Okay. And to try not to point out that my imperfections, and well, there are many, I'm just going to do my thing, and if someone doesn't like it, maybe someone else will. Yeah, now there is that. There is that. Now, the funny thing about this particular quilt, so when I showed it to you guys and, you know, showed you all the others that I could start about the same time, one of the things I let you guys know is that my husband picked it out. Like, I let you guys know that he picked it out. And that was part of the reason I think you guys chose it, is because he picked it. So I need to do something for him. And I was laying this out on the kitchen floor. He comes into the kitchen, sees what I've got laid out. He says, where did this one come from? I said, you picked this one out. He's like, I did? When did I do that? I said, 2017. And I said, and my viewers selected it because you picked it out and they wanted me to get it done. And he's like, I picked this up? I said, yeah. He says, well, I really like it. That's true, Jennifer. I think he needs a bath. I think that's what we're working towards right now, is that we need another bath. But bath time is not exactly easy on Mama. So we do baths when we have to, not just because we'd like to. Welcome in, Lori. Glad you are here. Glad you're here. Susan says the tulip block pattern came from Quilters Cash. I turned the blocks different directions. Awesome. Yeah, anything that you guys, if you've not shared, you have just over a week to get your show and tell entries in. If you want to get additional entries for show and tell, you have just over a week. If you want to email them to me, you can. You can, if you're in the Facebook group or you want to join the Facebook group, you absolutely can do that that too and submit them that way. So either way. Either way. I had not heard of Quilters Cash either, Kathy. You're in good company. It's not because I didn't want to hear about it. It's just because I hadn't. She did not answer my question. She may not have felt comfortable answering. Oh, yeah. Absolutely email her, Laura. Sometimes things get away from her. So, yeah. It's always a good idea if you ask a content creator a question and they don't see it and it's important to you, just send them an email. If they have their email address available, yeah, just drop them an email. Let's see, where am I at? Rita says, I guess that's where I am glad all of my dogs, even big ones, love baths and they get into the tub. Okay, so it's not that he doesn't like baths. It's that it is physically hard in our current bathtub for me to bathe him. I could go, there's a local dog wash where I could, or there's a couple of dog washes where I could take him if they're working. Some of them have had problems with not being working. But save my pennies, Stevie. I know, I need to. I need to save every last penny. On live, it's hard to catch it is hard to catch all the comments on live. You're absolutely right. It's rare that I miss some. But with as much as the chat's flowing tonight, it's possible for me to miss some. We still have just under an hour for you guys. If you want additional raffle ticket entries, you can still enter. Just saying. You're not worried about it, says Laura. Okay, fair. Let's see, Laura says, all the creators I follow are amazing. Well, thank you, Laura. I'm glad to be part of that crew. Zaza says, I pop mine in the shower. They just walk in. It's much easier than lifting a 75-pound basket into the bath. Yeah, so he will jump in and he will jump out. That is not the problem. It is the bending over and physically scrubbing him. I need to get I've got a loofah. Ooh, you know what? I still have a spare one that's needing to go in the trash anyway. So it'd be fine for washing the dog with. I need to get one of those brushes to on a handle. Because that's where my problem is. It's not getting him into and out of the bath. It is the physically scrubbing him. And I have I don't have the longest one like I used to have. I'm kind of bummed about it. But I do have one of the, handle shower head things so I can reach around and spray him down and all of that. So that's not an issue. It is quite literally just the leaning over and scrubbing on him. You have a brush that is on a very long handle. Yeah, that's kind of what I need. I'm not going to share it with $6. Okay, so Laura, the way that I do it, the way that I cheat sometimes, I will lock him into the bathroom with me because he doesn't like to stay in the bathroom when I am showering because he doesn't like all the steam. But what I will do is I'll lock him into the bathroom with me and I will shower him and then let him out and then I get in the shower and I get as much time as I want to shower at that point. That's an effective use of the shower time too. She is talented with multitasking, Zaza. Where am I at? Let's see. I don't know how you keep up with the chat. Yeah, I am good at multitasking in that respect. I am. What you gonna do, buddy? He's just standing here thinking, guys. That's all he's doing. He's just standing here thinking. I'm not getting in with him. It is one that you get for people, but has a long handle, so I do not have to bend over. Yeah, I've got a loofah one that I can use. I could actually do it tomorrow. Go ahead and give him a bath tomorrow. But he also needs a good brush out too. It is hard work stretching over them. Yeah, it really is. And that's where my struggle is. It's not that, I can't get him in the bathtub. I taught him from a young age that, nope, Mama says you're getting in, you're getting in. Mama will bribe you if she has to the first time or two. Oh, goodness. He's thinking, okay, Mom, you have snacks, hand them over. Nah, he's actually not. He's just being a little lazy. A little lazy. Let's see, pizza. I'm super visual person. That's what I saw. Pizza. Where? Oh, it's not pizza. That one's not pizza. That is a tortilla chip one. That's a tortilla chip. Oh gosh. It's got squeaky and it's got crinkly in it. As soon as the binding is on, I'll photograph and share. Fantastic, Susan. Fantastic. I don't want all that hair in the drain, so I take them to the river. I wish that was an option. It is way too cold in the river right now. The river is not an option at the moment. He will freeze, and so will I. I mean, we still have snow on the mountain right now. We actually got snow yesterday. It, snowed. Seriously snowed. And I managed to sleep or nap through most of it. I needed that sleep yesterday. I needed that rest time. He is a really sweet guy, Teresa. He is. He really does have a heart of gold. He really does. A lot of times I get asked if he's a golden and why he's a golden with such short fur. And I'm like, no, he's not a golden. He's a lab. He's a red fox lab. Let's see. Where am I at? Oh my word, I can't type and I'm getting in the shower with 6 dogs. Okay, maybe we're tired. Oh. Now, the one thing, okay. So when we were traveling on the truck, when we were traveling in the 18-wheeler, because he's a service dog, he can go anywhere that I go. Which also means when I needed a shower, he was in the shower room with me. So I have lots of pictures of my dog from all the different truck stops we stopped at, things when he was funny. He loves wet washcloths. A wet washcloth will bribe this dog. He likes that as much, if not more, than he likes socks. He loves socks. Anytime I take him over to someone's house, if they've left socks on the floor, you better believe he's going to be playing with them very, very quickly. He finds them. He finds them everywhere you left them. But he loves wet washcloth. I had to start putting my wet washcloths at the truck stop showers in places he couldn't reach so that he wouldn't steal them before I was done and was 100% sure I didn't need a wet washcloth for anything. Let's see. Oh, you were in the sun all day today, Laura. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to tire anyone out. Brain fog, all of that. That comes with being in the sun all day. And I still have not figured out a way to turn off the light on this machine to help. Let's see. His muzzle is a bit long to be golden. It is, but most people just see, a dog that color and they think he's a golden. See here, it only gets to 12 to 13 degrees Celsius in the summer. I'm not washing them in that, right? That's a little chilly because you get wet anytime you wash the dog. Oh gosh. Jennifer, she says that they had a Shih Tzu swallow a sock, $900 surgery to get it out. Oh my goodness. Poor thing. Poor you guys too. That's an expensive fix. Oh, good night, Judy. I missed that. Been up long arming this quilt since 7:30 this morning. I think I'm going to go to bed. Oh, yeah, absolutely, Judy. Good night. Good night, good night. Thank you for being here. Too cold here also, so no bath all winter, which they are very happy about. As soon as it hits 60, they are going for a swim. Okay, so he will absolutely get in the river given the opportunity. Absolutely gets in the river. And there's actually a section of the dog park, one of the dog parks here, that is fenced off, where you can leave the dog park to go to the dog beach where the dogs are allowed to be and, let your dogs play. I've taken him there once, but he needs a bath right after. So like I can't go anywhere else. I need to take him to work. Usually with me, like I need to go someplace or, all of this other after I've been to the dog park. So there's a lot of times I can't take him down to the dog beach. I don't blame you, Laura. She says she takes hers to the creamers. Now the one problem that I have, the biggest challenge that I've got with this guy is his nails. I physically cannot do the little clippers where you actually clip their nails. What are you doing? Are you gonna settle, please? What? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna settle? What have I got? What have I got? There you go. Oh. Now he's looking for more. So he does not like his nails done. And I physically can't do the clippers, so I have to do a grinder to do his nails. And so he's a little bit better about it now, but I mean it's taken me all of the 6 years that I've had him to get him to this point. I have a basket muzzle, a little plastic basket muzzle to put over his face, to be able to groom his nails. But he doesn't bite me. He just doesn't want me to do it. But if I put the muzzle on him, he knows he can't go anywhere and do anything with that on. So he's just like, okay, fine, I'll give up. And it's heartbreaking to have to do it that way, but it works. Oh, there he goes. He's coming to come find the other treat that I dropped. Let's see. Laura says, Zaza, I have to hide all my underwear. I'm very particular about the brand. Apparently, and my dogs are too. So I went over to a friend's house, and he was going through their dirty laundry. He kept coming out with something new every time. Let's see. Luckily, mine don't swim as they get walked at the beach every day. Okay, so Paladin doesn't go in just to go swim. He wants to play fetch. So as long as you have the ball and the ball launcher, like he might get in the water just to cool off, but he doesn't go swimming. Like he doesn't care. Like it's not a big deal to him. He knows how to swim, and he absolutely will. I used to take him to the lake when we lived back in Alabama. I used to take him to the lake, and he has his own life jacket. We take that with us, and let him, jump in after toys. And he didn't see any point in getting in the water just to get in the water. But he absolutely would go after toys. Or come after me. Can't bathe mine. Can handle Shih Tzu, but not that great at getting him good. Yeah, right? I have 2 different type nail clippers and a couple of nail grinders. I have one nail grinder, and I just replace the grinding tip on it, like every so often. I mean, he knows it's coming. He knows it's going to happen. He knows he's not going to get out of it, but he still makes it hard for me sometimes. Zaza says clipping my dog's nails is at least a 2-person job. I had to get it down to where it was a 1-person job because I was having to do it at the truck stops in the shower room because that was the only place I could plug in for. Oh, that's very cool, Rita. He's finally where you can handle his paw. Yeah, I've been playing with my dog's paws since he was a pup. Since he was a very, very young baby. But still, it's just not his favorite thing. Not favorite thing at all. Let's see. One dog was abused. Okay, where am I at? Lab had growing up in the sea every opportunity. If you don't want him swimming, you had to keep on like right. All right, so I have one row that is not attached to anything. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity to go ahead and attach it before I start doing 4 or 8 into 16. You have to throw a ball to get Will in the water. Yeah, I mean, Paladin will get in the water, but he's not like that's not the only thing he cares about. When we took him to the beach for the very first time, and this was actually Ocean Beach. When we took him to the beach for the first time, he was a little hesitant about getting in because he was worried that he shouldn't make a mess. And he's very much a neat dog. He does not like to make a mess. He stinks too much for me. Oh, the smell of wet hand dog. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Wet dog is not a smell everybody can handle. And I have to blow dry him to get that smell off of him. So if I have to go anywhere, like later in the day, he's gonna have to be blow dried. Let's see. Kathy's asking Zaza, do you enjoy being by the sea? So since he goes, Austin goes too. Oh, they get more spa days than you. Yeah. If I were to send Paladin to the spa, he would definitely get more spa days than me too. Sister's dog, they throw a 2x4 and he'd go in after it. Oh, Hugo. Every time he goes to the vet. Oh my gosh. Rayanne's asking, has anyone seen the videos that show how the dogs react to nail clipping? I've seen a few where, like, they're either, snapping or they're being overly dramatic or they're sitting up and they just fall over when you clip their nail. Oh my goodness. Oh. I've seen those videos. Like, I've seen quite a few. I ought to eventually do a video on how this one reacts when I trim his nails. Because you guys would not believe what he will do. Lavender and essential oil with the dog shampoo. Oh, gotcha. To kill that wet dog smell, yeah. I really enjoy the fact that I am 15 minutes from the mountain and 15 minutes from a river and less than 15 minutes from any part of town, and 15 to 30 minutes from the middle of nowhere. Ah, thank you, bud. Could you stop leaning against my tripod, please? He's chosen to lean directly against my tripod, and now he knows the camera's on him too. Dramatic if he... One dog just looks like he faints when he... Oh, yes. It's hilarious. Dogs have such big personalities. Big personalities. I'm turning this... I turned this seam the wrong way. Because I'm nesting it without having pressed anything. I haven't pressed any of these seams, guys. Oh. This one's going to take the longest, I think. And it's already 9:20. We might get to where this center section is pieced by 10 o'clock. We might. We might. I hope we can. I hope we can make it. Calms the owner too. So it's Kathy, right? Yeah, lavender is definitely a calming fragrance. I can't put any fragrances on him, even if I wanted to, because a lot of people do have allergies to fragrances, And I'm sometimes very sensitive. Sometimes I'm okay. Sometimes I'm perfectly fine. There are other times that I'm incredibly sensitive. So I can't put any fragrance on him because if I walk in someplace and somebody's having an allergy attack to the fragrance that I put on him, it defeats the purpose of me being able to go places. Oh, yes, absolutely, Zaza. Thank you for being here. She's off to try and sleep. Night, everyone. Good night, Zaza. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. So what I do when I go to trim his nails, I've got a cushion to sit on the floor, and I will get him to lay on his back and roll over for me. And he falls asleep. Like I can pet his belly and he'll just fall asleep while I'm grooming his nails. Or he pretends to sleep. The moment I'm done, he's done. He's like, I'm ready to get up, Mom. Let's see. Cynthia says that she has a very sensitive nose, and since I had babies, I can't tolerate certain smells. Broccoli, certain ranch dressings, cucumber, melon, or anything with a hint of cucumber melon. I can't do cucumber at all. And that is not since I had babies. That is since I started having issues with my body, just like chronic illness stuff. It's just crazy what my body wants to do. And bacon. Oh, yes, it does stick around, Cynthia. You are absolutely right. Bacon smell does stick around. Me with cucumbers, I can tell if you've got cucumbers or ketchup on your plate, and it can be nauseating. It can be very nauseating. A wet dog too, right? Oh. Terry says, hi, Laura. Was hand stitching all this time. Just quit. How are you? Says Terry. Yes. It does linger, Cynthia, says Kathy, right? It absolutely does. Yeah, my husband cooks bacon in the microwave, and then, but it does, that smell does linger. If you can't handle it, it's kind of hard to ignore. Great way to enjoy your home, Rita. Right? I agree. She said she put lavender essential oil into an electric mister, have it on a little pad that goes into my waterless vaporizer. Oh, fantastic. Kathy says that she likes your table runner that you did today, Rita. Terry says it is funny how one smell can be trigger for one person and not another. It is, Terry. It absolutely is. It took me a while to convince some of the people that I've, spent a lot of time with that their perfume or cologne was just nauseating to me. Because they're like, well, everybody else handles it just fine. I apologize. I am not that person. Yes, Cynthia. Bacon has to be consumed. What is this leftover bacon that anybody is talking about? Oh. And Rita says, thank you, Kathy. Absolutely. I agree. I need to go check it out. I have literally been jumping from one stream to another today. I was in Danny's for a little bit. Who did I catch after that? I think I caught Deb at our time to quilt because I know I was there. And then I caught Teresa because she came on. And I was going to catch Tiffany, but then William and Jess were on over at William's channel. And Tiffany can wait. I can come back to catch hers. No live commentary. So, cinnamon air fresheners. Ooh, yeah. I can understand that one. I can't do those cinnamon brooms that are sold at Harvest. I can't even walk past the display at the grocery store. Like when they start coming out, that's when I stop, even if I was going to the grocery store before then, that's when I would absolutely stop going to the grocery store because I cannot handle them. Oh, goodness. COVID does mess with your senses, said Kathy, right? It does. Eric is on now, too. Oh, gosh. That could explain some of it, too. What's the name of his channel, Terry? Kathy, that is what replay is fantastic for. You can always go back and replay Teresa's. She is working on her collage quilt that she's going to start, or that she's starting. All right. Oh my goodness. Let me make sure that this is the right piece. No, this is not the right piece. This is the one that I just sewed, isn't it? No, it isn't. Hang on. Let me check and see where I'm at. Okay, that is the top piece. I do have a picture, so should I need to, I can pull it up. That does line up. This is the right piece. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. Our rows are now this wide. They're pretty darn wide now. I think I've got... Oh, we're at the last sets of seams, guys. We're at the last sets. I know, Teresa. She said she started a new collage quilt today. Yes, I was loving that. I am not up to doing a collage right now because that's going to take too much brain power. I need non-brain powery things right now. But it is it's going to be very pretty. It's going to be gorgeous. Let's see, Treasure Heart Creations. Where am I at? Oh, Treasure Heart Creations is Eric's channel. Okay, gotcha. Thank you. I'll have to go check him out. I don't know that I'm subscribed to him. I'll have to go subscribe to him. That sounds so beautiful. I'll catch it later. What colors are you using, Teresa Louise? And Lori says, Teresa, I lurked most of your live, but I love what you're doing. Guys, this is why I follow some of the creators that I follow, because they are inspiring to me. And I love their personalities and love what they do. And Teresa and Tiffany are definitely two of the ones that I love the most out of the big names. I mean, there's bigger names out there, but I love Teresa and Tiffany. I catch more Teresa's lives than I do Tiffany's right lately. I am not up early enough to catch Tiffany on Thursdays. I have not been catching her. Oh, are you a biller or coder? Cynthia is asking. Kathy is asking. And let's see, where am I at? There's several reasons why I want to work remotely when someone finally hires me. When I first started getting mentally prepared for going to work full-time again, the thought of the smells and, oh my goodness, yes. That is actually why I left the workforce. So my workforce, my last job that I held in the workforce, I became super sensitized. I was having a flare. I became super sensitized. I could smell from 50 feet away, and a walk-in door, not an open door, but a walk-through door that was around the corner. I could smell somebody fixing Chinese food. I could hear somebody that was in the corner 20 yards away. Or 20 feet. Yeah, I could hear somebody in a corner 20 yards away. I was having to think about how big that call room was. So if they played music, that was all I could hear. I could not even hear my customer on my headset without hearing the music over my customer. I literally could not focus past. So I completely understand. Office was the first thing I thought of, but I'm not normal that way. Smell is the first thing I think of no matter what or where I'm going to. Just got certified in NBC, but I want to code. Okay, just got certified in medical billing and coding. Red light laser. Oh, good. Good deal. Good deal. Blacks, blues, purples, and blacks, blues, purple ranges is what Teresa just said for her color ranges for her collage quilts. And this one is another horse. I'm looking forward to seeing it come together. Your first one's so gorgeous. Or the first one that I caught is so gorgeous. So very, very pretty. Let's see. That is what's happening to me as my eyesight goes. My hearing is like over the top. Like hearing a dog licking in the other room. Okay, so I can hear... let's see. When I'm in a flare, you need a remote coder, Kathy. Cynthia's putting in a job application in my chat. I do not mind this. That is fantastic. I can hear ranges that most people can't. I can smell things most people can't. And I can feel things most people shouldn't be able to feel. I guess the best way to explain the feeling, it's not even just the feeling of like clothes on my skin, because that's a challenge too. But I can feel blood throbbing in like random parts of my body. Like I can just feel the blood. I can feel like my teeth hitting each other as I talk. I can feel, oh my gosh, there's just crazy stuff that I can feel that you shouldn't be able to feel or shouldn't feel that strongly. And when I'm in a flare, which I'm kind of in a flare right now, that's why it's easier for me to describe. I'm definitely there. I'm definitely there. I just realized he's back. He's asleep. I didn't realize he was back. Terry says, you know, it's bad when you can get a whiff of a man's cologne that's walking down the block in the open air. I can't see, but I can. Yes, I can regularly smell it, and they don't have to be like. It doesn't have to be put on heavy. I can regularly smell that when I am in a flare, which I am right now. I can feel as my eyes start giving me grief because I'm thinking about what my body feels, which is making so much more challenging. Yes, coder or biller, says Kathy. Oh my gosh. You guys, that's fantastic. If y'all need to get in contact with each other, if you want to reach out to me to get emails sent back and forth, I will do it. Cynthia, I have your email. Kathy has faith. I don't have your email. So if you guys need to be able to talk more in detail off of the chat, Kathy, send me an email if you want me to send you Cynthia's, and Cynthia, send me an email to confirm. Let's see. Kathy says it took her over a year to recover from a bad time with her adhesive arachnoiditis. Able to work now, but fatigue really gets me and pain sometimes. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, good night, Joyce. Thank you for being here. Exactly what you hear when sight goes. Oh yeah. So my, like, I can feel the backs of my eyelids, guys. Like, I wish I was joking. Okay. Sounds good, Cynthia. Perfect. Let's see. Nanette says, I used to hate people's perfume deodorants. Now I do not smell as well. Oh, that's a blessing. That's a blessing. I wish I didn't smell as well. And normally I don't. Like normal, when I am in good condition and I have my meds and everything else, I would not be able to smell it either. But I can tell I am kind of getting into a flare, so I can feel it all. I can smell it all. I can hear it all. And my ears will not stop ringing too. It is one of those beautiful things. Oh, good night, Joyce. Good chatting with you, says Kathy, right? When I returned to the school district, I worked for a number of years and had too many medical issues. It caused me to have to retire due to medical problems. Yes. So that's basically how I ended up leaving the workforce. Is I had to retire due to medical. Susan can't wear fragrances. She's allergic to most of them. Let's see. Rita says she can feel her eyelids closing, and sometimes it just feels like sand scraping on my eyes. It doesn't feel like sand for me. My eyes aren't dry at all. It is literally just the I can feel the blood flow in my eyelids. It's the craziest feeling. It's the craziest feeling. But I feel that stuff all the time. Or I do now anyway. So now that my meds are out of my system and I don't have any way to get back on them for right now, you guys will hear a lot more about that stuff going on. So I apologize in advance. If you don't want to hear about it, I understand. But I am there and dealing with it. This seam is getting harder as this fabric's getting, or this section, these sections are getting bigger. I am literally having to inch it through because I don't have enough room to lay it out. Oh, goodness. Goodness. Yeah, HR told me when I was getting medically retired, HR told me that, or HR basically told me that it was time for me to look for a new job. They weren't going to fire me because, they can't fire you for having medical issues. But I was already blowing through all of my FMLA leave. It took me, I think I got FMLA in November, and by May, I was almost out for the year. I did not even, I broke thread. Oops. At least it wasn't far. Let's see. Oh, I bet it was, Rita. It was hard to sell your own businesses. I bet you do, Cynthia. Planning for it. Yeah, when you have overactive senses, you kind of have to plan for it. There's just no way to live if you don't plan for it. I think you and I have talked, Laura. We both suffer with chronic pain and fatigue. You guys probably have. I think you were here too, Kathy, when I was mentioning mine as well. Because I have fibromyalgia and psoriatic arthritis. And the fibromyalgia just absolutely drains me. And then the psoriatic arthritis is making the joints harder to work. Oh, goodness, Laura. Yes. If you don't quit, it'll impact the longevity of your life. Yeah. That's what psoriatic arthritis will do, too. Or the functionality of your life. But they wouldn't. I didn't have that when I left work initially. Or wasn't diagnosed with it. Let's put it that way. Susan says, after 29 years of working for local school districts, so many children I had the privilege to work with. Love seeing those I worked with in town. Oh, I bet. I absolutely bet. That's heartwarming too. Because when you see those kids' faces. Yes. Yep, Kathy. I am the chronically ill. I'm the chronically ill. I'm here. I'm fighting it. And I'm doing what I can. It is what I can. That's what I can do. Let's see. Chronic pain with fibromyalgia. Oh, when I have a flare up, I cannot handle even clothes. Yeah. That's why I'm wearing. That's why you guys see me in bulky, like baggy clothes frequently. It's not because I'm ashamed of my body, which admittedly is a few pounds heavier than I'd like it to be. But it's not because I'm ashamed of my body. It is because physically a tight shirt or tight clothes are incredibly hard on me. And I can wear them for a short period of time, but then I'm not comfortable and I can't relax. So I wear clothes that I can relax in and that I feel at least semi-presentable in, because feeling presentable makes a lot of difference for me. Let's see. Can I hang little wrinkles on my bed? Oh yeah. I have the same problem, Rita. I have to wear pajamas because of wrinkles and cheats. All right, we are down to the last seam, guys. It took me 20 minutes to sew that seam, so it's going to take me 20 minutes to sew this one. We all have more in common than quilting. Quilting is our kryptonite, right? Quilting is what keeps me sane. That's what I'm going with. Quilting is what keeps me sane. If it was not for quilting, I would have probably lost my ever-loving mind many, many years ago. And no, I have no idea why some of these are way bigger than they should be. Okay, we're gonna find out where I can put this. We gotta find out what end. Oh, tell me about it, Tammy. Sock shoes. Yes, everything does hurt, Melina. You're right. You're absolutely right. All right, I think I found it. Did I find the right one? Let's see. Where's the next one? All right, that one's that one. Oh, that one's that. Okay, yep, found it. Boy, Tammy, I know how you feel. I can't wear tight clothes either. Right, Teresa? It's crazy. It is absolute craziness. All right, I'm going to sew this from the other direction because I accidentally put the bigger section on bottom. Oops, not doing that. We're going to put the bigger section on top. Or, no, we're going to put the bigger section on bottom. I accidentally put it on top. That's what I meant to say. So I usually wear like Crocs around the house. Like, I don't buy the name brand ones. I'm not made of money. But I wear the off-brand Crocs around the house because it supports my feet enough, allows my feet to breathe, and makes me not hurt as much. Literally everything that I do in my life is to support my body. So that my body will keep working for a little bit longer. Oh. And yes, you guys can attack me for the Dr. Pepper because I know that's not helping me, but Rita says that she quilts, she does her nails, and plays with different colors for her hair. Laura says quilting is her therapy. It's what she does when she needs distraction from everything. My body. Yes, that is absolutely the case. It is my distraction. Absolutely my distraction. Cynthia says her son has sensory issues, some with clothing, another is eating with metal silverware. We had to switch to plasticware when he was a toddler. We now refer to disposable dish as our fine china. I agreed. I understand that too. Neither can I. Tammy and Teresa Louise about tight clothes, says Kathy. Let's see. Chat's flowing, guys. Chat's flowing. I keep looking up. I promise I do. Alright, we have a little bit of a bird's nest on the back. Alright, that's good enough for me for right now. It's not perfect, but wedding quilting is. Yeah, so the shoes don't hurt me. Shoes help me. So that's why I wear it. Can't take waistbands, lines, and socks. A pillow hurts my head. Agreed, Terry. I had to. I found a pillow style that I really, really like, and that doesn't kill me. But I have to have. I think we all might have fibromyalgia, Teresa. She's asking, do we all have fibromyalgia? We might all have it. Yeah, it's possible. We all have vices, too. Yes, Kathy. We have to. We have to. You know, at least it's mainstream. It's not, illegal or anything like that. Bad for wearing cute jammies or lounge clothes at home. Says Kathy. Yeah, if if that's what's comfortable, then wear it. Then wear it. If I don't feel like I'm presentable, then I don't feel like I'm doing my best for myself. Nanette does not have fibromyalgia. She is our lone supporter so far. No, I'm just kidding. You're not our only supporter, Nanette, I promise. Let's see. I need to put my needle down. Okay. Falling asleep in front of my laptop. I've been up late the last several nights. Going to get off and put my laptop to sleep. Thank you, Susan. You have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out for as long as you did. I appreciate it. I really, really do. Perhaps all of our personal experiences bring us together in this wonderful, accepting community. Agreed. I think that's the bigger thing. We may not all have the same problem, but we can all sympathize and understand, and we make an effort. We make an effort. Yeah, a lot of it is, Teresa. Yeah, the one thing that I have that is not part of the fibromyalgia is aside from mental, aside from mental, is the psoriatic arthritis. So I do have that, and yes, I am dealing as much as I can with it, but I'm not on any of my meds right now, so my joints are swollen and hurting. But I can't do anything about it either. And that I just have seizure migraines. Is that all? Yeah, you completely understand then. A condition that you cannot necessarily control as well as you might like. Let's see. Chronic pain. Yes, Laura. Symptoms of fibro, but that's not why. Yeah, there's a lot of other potential conditions that that can go hand in hand with fibromyalgia, or that are identical, and fibromyalgia can be a misdiagnosis for. So I thought for years that they misdiagnosed me, and I was like, no, because mine is close enough. My level of fibromyalgia. Welcome in, Lisa. This is the first Sunday night I've been able to catch. I'm working on some hot mitts. Awesome. Good to see you in the chat. Thank you. You are actually just in time. I'm hoping that I can get this seam sewn before 10. We may run a little bit later if I'm just finishing up the seam. And the lady downstairs can just deal with it. Migraines are the worst, says right? I just can't. I do have migraines as well. And they are disabling. They are definitely disabling. But they are my least disabling symptom. And that's pretty sad. Pretty sad, but it's what it is. It is what my body has done to me. Oh, let's see. Where am I at? Okay. Oh, very cool. Oh, you like the dog cam. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Today is National Puppy Day. So I figured the dog cam was appropriate for today. The question is, Kathy is asking on spinal cord stimulator. Do they help? Understanding that they do not, spinal cord stimulators do not erase the pain. They just make it a little bit more tolerable. And I think Rita said that she has one. So I think that question is directed towards Rita. Question, they have helped 500%. Not supposed to walk. The stimulator allows me to walk. That's fantastic. So apparently they're a good deal. Don't have the actual headache, just a paralyzing seizure caused by a migraine. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Which means it might be unpredictable too. Maybe? Maybe? I feel for you, Nanette. That's rough. That is rough too. Teresa Louise says that, Kathy, I know someone that has a spinal cord stimulator and she loves it. That has been on the possible agenda for my doctors. They've discussed that too as an option. But they're trying everything else first. They're trying to see what I'm not allergic to first. Cynthia says that she has one. In her back, doesn't get all the pain, but does help a lot. When I do have severe pain, it's usually when the battery is dead. Gotcha. And then, oh, absolutely, Pam. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much. And we need to hear more about how you're settling in next time, okay? Please, please, please. I'm so glad to see you in the chat. Let's see. Forget to recharge myself until the pain goes back and doesn't go away. Yeah. I had to do some massive emergency treatment the other night to avoid having to go to the ER, so I understand. And then Nanette was saying that it's a daily issue. That's rough. That is so rough. The negative thing is you stub your toe and may not feel it, says Rita. You know, that's good and bad. That's good and bad. I do have a friend of mine that I've known for a bit, and she has one, but her numbness in her feet and toes was predated her stimulator. So she regularly had issues like that, stubbing her toe and not knowing she did it. Let's see. Yes, it is individual as to what works. Yeah, it might help one person fantastically and then doesn't do that much for the next one. Terry says that she went to the eye doctor once with her hand over her eye, thought there was a piece of metal in it. Turns out it was an ocular. Oh. I have had lots of those, Terry. I know how disconcerting that is. And though the ocular migraines are crazy. I had one the other week, actually. Maybe about a week and a half. Something like that. Let's see. Charge my battery all the time. Have to get replaced. Oh, the leads move. Oh, that's undesirable. I would think. Praying it works, Laura. Yes, agreed. Let's see. Oh, very cool, Laura. The outpatient procedure thing. Very, very cool. Terry says, we all have such fun things to share. The older you get, the more stories go. That's true. We are here on a quilting channel, and we are all discussing medical equipment and whether or not it works. We were discussing dogs all night until mine. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. So when I tell you that he has rolled over in his bed, this is frequently what I'm talking about. Kathy is asking if the seizures interfere with your life a lot, Nanette. Swore there was shrapnel in my eye. From what I don't know, it was horrible. It was horrible, Terry. Yes, the first time I had one, I had to look up my symptoms, and then I was like looking for pictures and found a picture, and I was like, oh, that's what that is. And it didn't hurt. It was just really annoying. Weight also makes a difference. According to my doctor, he told me if I could lose a few pounds, it would help more. Yeah, that's the other thing, is they're going to tell me the same thing. The quilting metal channel. Oh. Hey, I'm fine with that. I am fine with that. I do not mind being a support network. That is fine with me. Hilarious post. He's like this all the time, guys. Any first time visitors in here tonight, we're not always the woe is me mindset, right? We are not, Cynthia. You're absolutely right. We are usually a lot more fun than the oh my gosh, we're old group. Tonight we're the oh my gosh, we're old. That's what we are tonight. And I'm gonna go tell my husband, I'm gonna go, yeah, we had a good time. We were doing the oh my gosh, we're old. Yes, I lose my peripheral vision too, Terry. I can't drive with them. When I get an ocular migraine, I can't drive. And then I usually can't drive for the next like 5 hours after I get one. Because when I get one, even if I can get it to disappear, I'm still kind of like on the edge of it for a bit. So, all right, last bit of the last scene. We are done. Okay, with the center part. The seizures are short-lived. That's good. One of my pet peeves. Say that. Oh, yes. That you need to lose a little bit of weight. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Let me find which one's the top. It's not that one. All right. That's the one. All right. I'm going to turn this off. We're going to lose doggy cam because we only got like 3 more minutes anyway. Yeah, I can't drive with one. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. All right. So now we have a full view. Now you guys see the treat jar. All right. Oh, I have a hamster underneath my feet. He brought me a toy. All right. Remember that this is not pressed. Okay. So it seems like it's wider than what I remember it being. Maybe I've got it turned. Maybe it's supposed to go. Oh, it is supposed to go this way. My bad. I think. I'll look at my picture later. I have a picture of it on my phone. And I can tell which way it's supposed to go. So now for all of these ones, like this one right here, and this one right here, and this one over here, that they end, there is going to be an outer border. So what's going to happen? That is a lot of little pieces. They're all like just over 3 inches. Thank you, Lisa. I appreciate it. Thank you, Melina. Thank you, Shelby. Thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you, Nanette. You guys are fantastic. Thank you, Rayanne. If I missed you, not intentional. Oh, thank you, Rita. So, you know what? Let's go back to that. So, there's going to be, these points are going to be sticking out of the outside edge. Okay. So, it's not going to end at the ends that you're seeing right now. We're going to have the additional pieces in the outside edge. So I have, right, those are the extras. Okay, there were extra pieces, I promise. It's intentional. So I have all of my extra little points, and there is, where is it? Let me grab it out of the box because it's in here. So I have more of the grunge fabric, the white grunge, that's going to go on the outside edge all the way around to set those in place. And then the binding is, let me get over here. The binding is, there we go. This material right there. So the binding material they included with a kit, it's that material right there. The black with the stripes all over it. That's that material. All right, Lisa said that she finished her mitts. On to some cutting. Oh, fantastic. Kathy says, congratulations. Laura says, Tammy, I love it. And when it's finished, it will be spectacular. I needed a finish. Like, I needed at least close to a finish. This just basically needs its borders, and then it's done. And the borders are just putting these in with the appropriate amount of space, the appropriate amount of sizing for the strips. And I think it tells me in here how big it's supposed to be. Cut. Okay, yeah, I cut 16 rectangles. So the rectangles are going to be the setting points to set the points in. So from the edge of this seam to the edge of this seam, I'm going to have a rectangle that's going to cover 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. So here's an idea I want to pass off to you guys and see what you think. Since you guys have now seen this, would you like me to do a remake version of this? I'm not really... Let me see how I want to phrase this. I'm not really in love with the pattern in that it was not super easy to make it quickly. It was one of those that you have to take your time to make it because there's just no way to... Hey, Linda, welcome in. Glad you're here. You're here just in time to see the reveal. So I could remake this in a format that would be easier to do. That would actually be my own. Laura says, "Team, we understand the need for a finish. I always feel so accomplished when I complete a project." So here's where my problem is. Here's where my hiccup is. I have a quilt on my quilting frame, on my cutie frame, and I'm quilting it. It's requiring a lot of moves. Yeah, but everybody's doing friendship stars. This one did not take any special rulers, but it did take a template. Two templates. And I'm not really loving the templates. Like, I'm not really just jiving with it. It's not a big deal. It's not something I really like to do. And it led to a lot of inaccurate cutting. And then it led to inaccurate piecing. Oh, somebody just got called. Daddy just called him. So when I went to put these pieces together, these units, the center triangle and the wing triangles were templates. So there's not an easy way to cut it. And I agreed, Nana. I don't like table templates either. Yeah, that's understandable, Rita. She says that's like the table runner she did. Not hard to do, but the stuff you have to do to make it work is interesting, right? If I FPP, you can look at the vintage kite papers from Fat Quarter Shop. Yeah, I mean, that would be one option too. But not everybody likes FPP. And this could have possibly been from Tri-Rex. I don't know. I don't know how she got the idea for this cutout. Absolutely, Terry. Thank you so much. She's going to call it a night. Absolutely. I'm not going to hang out much longer. But would you guys like me to do a similar style pattern, but that is not templates? That would be a freebie pattern. Okay, so let's see. April is already taken care of. We are doing 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangles and 2.5 by 2.5 inch squares to make the pattern. So I've already got a plan for April, and then let's see, May, June. June is going to be layer cakes. So you guys now have me on record. June is going to be layer cakes. Oh, absolutely, Kathy. Um, and then August is going to be jelly roll, or not jelly roll specifically. It's going to be strips. Oh, thank you, Laura. She says, I always enjoy your patterns. Thank you. I like, I mean, okay, I like the way, I love the way this looks. Don't get me wrong. I love the way this looks. Um, that's true, Rita. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But if I can turn this into something that is easier to put together as far as the piecing techniques, and it makes it a lot more fluid for you, I'm not going to steal from her. I will resize everything. It will be all new. I will not use exactly what she used of anything. So everything will be brand new. But revamp it a little bit to give us a little bit different design. I'm thinking that might be like October's pattern, because we'll do one in October this year. We didn't do one last year, but we will this year. So, Kathy, if you have not seen my Charm to Meet You pattern from February, go back into my lives from February, and it's called Charm to Meet You. It's a February freebie, and it was one video. There's also a free pattern download, I believe. Oh, I hope I did. I hope I put a pattern on there. But there's a charm square. The puff quilt, still in progress. Still in lots and lots of progress. I think I have a plan for it. April's quilt will be my very first ever made by me from start to finish. I'm excited about it. Is it easy enough for a beginner? It's going to be time consuming, Cynthia. It will definitely be a time consuming one. It's not going to be a quick and easy. It's not going to be hard. It's not going to be hard, but it's going to be time consuming because it's not going to be just sewing rectangles and squares together that way. Oh, Rita's waiting as she changed her mind temporarily. Kathy says she'll check it out. Absolutely. So if you want, so February's quilt, super fast, super easy, really beginner friendly. Or February's was super fast, super easy, super beginner friendly, uses charm squares. 4 charm square packs, or cut your own. You need half of them are print or scrap or whatever you're going to use, and then the other half is background. For April, I recommend that your rectangles all be prints. I apologize. He's leaning against the camera again. Tripod again. Sorry about that. Not trying to make you guys dizzy. So I will have more details that I will issue out after this upcoming weekend, and you guys will have until the 20th or before the 25th to get everything cut. So you guys will have almost, you'll have a good 25 days to cut. So I'm not going to give away too many clues. I don't want to give away too many clues. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate every last one of you. If you have not hit a thumbs up yet, please make sure you do that. Oh, Rita, it's going to be fun, though. It's going to be fun. So I'm going to sign off for tonight. If you have not gone and petted some fabric or put some needle and thread to fabric today or this weekend, please go do so before Monday morning. Get your time in, get some fabric petted. Just take that deep breath. And next Sunday we'll be here before you know it. Okay. Tuesday, I will be live at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. It is not show and tell, but then you will have less than a week left starting this Tuesday to get ready for the last show and tell of this series before we start again for the October giveaway, guys. Oh, you're so welcome, Shelby. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate it. Y'all have a great night. I will see you on Tuesday.